Hello everyone, this is El from Analizel. Welcome back to my channel. Real-time systems once supposed to work as engines in game industries. But nowadays, we can see that there are so many industries are using them for post-production part. My focus today is how to make an animation by help of real-time engine. First of all, we need to know what these engines do and in what part we can use them. And then by understanding that, we can guess that what we can change, what kind of tweak we need, and all in all, what we can do when we get their help. It doesn't mean that you use engine so it helps you to make the process quicker or even slower. No, it depends on the team that you have, it depends on the developer, technology team and whatever, but we need to be aware of all the changes. We need to be aware of that, how does it affect on our process, on our timeline, on our pipeline. If the industries are going to combine with each other, if we're going to merge all, if we're going to merge some softwares from an industry to another, what's gonna happen? I'm not going to talk about what's the goal of using them and why they find it useful, but I'm going to talk about this that nowadays we're using it, and we may face some companies they use it, we work for them, and we need to know that how the system work and how can we use it. Especially in management part, I'm going to focus on how to manage projects, animation projects in real-time engines. The first thing that got affected for sure is pipeline. The pipeline will face some changes when we're going to use real-time engines. Let's see this like if we're doing pre-production, production, post-production, in which part we can use the real-time engine. Most of the time we use it in a post-production, and we do our lightings, renderings and compositing, depending on what the result your team wants, and just because something is rather to get the render out of the engine and do some tweaks in some other softwares out of the engine. But we're going to consider that we use it in post-production. So if we use it, in which part we use it, and how can we manage those parts, then we for sure it has some affections and it makes some changes in the other parts like production and pre-production. We need to see that what are those changes and how can we handle it as a production manager or producer. Okay, now we know that we have some changes in post-production, and for sure there are some changes in production and pre-production. So you just need to make your mind ready for those changes, for those types, for those tables that you make. The idea of using engine is that by help of them, that we can see our scene before we render it. We can do some tweaks on lightings and whatever. We at the end we may have a better result. We may have a better output. We may have a better story that we wanted. Another thing that nowadays I see that people talk about is about the different of management system and style and the theories that the game industry use and the animation industry use. There are some changes, there are some styles, and the style of managing project are different, And a big question that are all the time faced with is that should we merge these systems? Can we merge these management systems? Should we bring those managers of game to our industry? Or how can we combine these systems together? I think for now it's enough that we had enough about knowing about engineering and industry. And for the next video, I'm gonna go talk about how can we mix this management style, who should work with us in management team, and do we need to do these changes at all or not? Now that you watched this video, I want you to do me a favor. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, and send it for your friends. Till the next video, bye.